precursor it could be. And then, of course, tomorrow it is the Demons and the Brisbane Lions at Casey Fields. But right here, right now, 1 quarter to go between the Adelaide Crows and the Giants. McKinnon is in the ruck. The youngest and the tallest player in the competition. And she went at it hard against Taylor Thorne. Unusual to see her in the ruck. How do they come out in this last quarter? The Giants still searching for that first goal. Beeson fires the handball backwards, heard the voice, and then she was taken high. Sejaneri just a little too enthusiastic on Collier.
Bit groggy there. The girls aren't frightened to go for the head, are they?
It's been very impressive today, the contact, you know, the bodies around the contest.
Match review panel will be busy on Monday.
They will be busy. Of course, it's the same match review panel that stands for the AFL men's competition.
They don't get fined any money, though, do they?
No, they don't. No, as Nicola Barr pumps it inside 50, and on the end of it is Beeson. So a chance here for Rebecca Beeson, a 19-year-old. Loves to take a screamer. From directly in front. Distance might test her.
I think it's going through, Kelly.
Okay, she's on the approach and just misses to the left. So still searching. They've got time, though.
Just need a bit of reward for effort here, Giants. I think their intent's been really good throughout the whole day today, so hopefully they can get on the board soon.
Courtney Cromie thumps it.
Nice kick.
As long as she possibly can go. And on the end of that is Riley. She fires it through the midfield, looking for Marinoff, who was outstanding in the first half. Randall, absolutely dominant in the third quarter. That handball, though, straight to Ferrugia, the captain for the Giants. Here's a chance for Stanton. Stanton in hot pursuit. Riley gets there first. Can she pick it up? In fact, it's Foley for the Crows. And she has been tackled, and it'll be a free kick for the Giants.
Might have got a hand to that one, but the umpire was behind her, so called it as what he thought.
This is Kate Stanton. You told us in the pre-match rouge they call her Stevie J down at the club, and that's why, because the perfect placement on that kick. And Phoebe McWilliams is on the end of it.
She doesn't like drop punts, but she had to on that occasion.
Thought I might have seen her take on the men on the mark or something like that.
Yeah,
or a left foot talk.
So Phoebe McWilliams. Can she score the first goal for the Giants? She loves a goal, played for the St Kilda Sharks last year, on her right. And she breaks the drought for the Giants. Phoebe McWilliams on the scoreboard. And reason to smile.
Bit of support from the crowd too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they understand. It's not, the scoreboard's not a true reflection of how close this game has been, really. The inside 50s are 22-19, which is there's not much of a gap there. And a good finish. Well done, GWS. They'll be wanting to win the last quarter. The opposite of what Beck Goddard said to the Crows.
So the 31-year-old from the St Kilda Sharks, who's spending 4 or 5 months up in Sydney, writes for inside footy, lives, eats and breathes footy, and has given them a bit of a chance here again for the Giants out of the middle, although Marinoff comes in, takes that kick. Bibby, awkward half volley, was able to pick it up. And kicking back, nice mark there.
Really good body work too, just lent on the player and then took it on the chest. So smart use of the body.
We know Hatchard's the basketballer, so a bit of post work there, maybe there from another sport.
Still a teenager as well, so juggling both basketball and AFL, working part-time.
The beast just dropping one there, Sauce.
Crows lead it by 32 points halfway through this last quarter. Let's get down to Nerily on the boundary again.
I've got Crows star Chelsea Randall. Just wonderful access here in the AFLW. The coach said she didn't want the Giants to kick a goal. She's not going to be happy with that.
No, she won't be. We've got to, put in a 4-quarter effort here, and we've got to come home with it with the last 15 minutes here. So the girls will hold on, and I'm sure we'll bite back.
You must be incredibly pleased, though, with the effort that the girls have put in and the way they've gone on about it today?
Yeah, look, it's an awesome day. Couldn't go past it. I mean, it's just a dream come true, and to have so many here out at Thebarton Oval cheering us on today is awesome.
You kicked a goal as well. Talk us through that.
Yeah, I think it just accidentally fell into my hand and just slapped it on the boot and it went through. So lucky for me, I had good teammates around me.
So right now you just need to close it out and make sure you stay focused?
Yeah, definitely. We'll hope we'll bring that home for the crowd here that has supported us, and yeah, hopefully we'll do that.
Thanks so much for taking some time with us during the game, Chelsea.
No worries. Thanks for having us.
Chelsea Randall, the marquee from Western Australia. And that's a good mark by Stanton, and she goes on with it afterwards as well. Doesn't like the treatment from Angela Foley.
Just feel the game turning here. A lot of the balls going back towards Giants' way. They're starting to really attack the goal, so might see them just put a string of few together now.
That's brave stuff, backing back. She knew the contact would be there. The 18-year-old from Wollongong, and misses to the right-hand side.
Yeah, 21 disposals to 12 in the last quarter there. So she said that 4 inside 50s to nothing. So Crows yet to get inside their forward 50 for the quarter. Winning ground balls for the first time for the game and contested ball as well. So they are dominating here in the last quarter.
The fans are sticking around. They want to see this out. An historic day in Adelaide. Take you back, guys, at all to the Crows' first ever match, 1991. It was about 26, 27 years ago.
I played in the pre-game that night, and they used to have a little team called the Toyota Talent Team. They used to call it the under-17s, and we got that out of the way, and then come out and saw the Crows beat Hawthorn by, what was it, 91 or 89 points?
86, maybe,
86,
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been playing for West Adelaide in the SANFL then.
No, I was playing back in the bush. I was only I was playing A grade for the country, actually.
Ah, right, yep. Before the Westies days.
Yep.
And Sammy would have been in nappies.
Yeah, I wasn't born. I was just sorry. 2 or 3.
1991 it was.
You were 6 foot then, weren't you?
What are your memories of that night, Roo?
Oh, look, that night was unbelievable. That whole year, really. You know, just all of a sudden 50,000 people were rocking up to Football Park, and it was just totally new.
It was 50,000 to a trial game against Essendon, I think.
Yeah, they were getting full houses to trial games. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so the men's team burst onto the scene in 1991, and that's what the women's team are trying to do here this year, 2017. Lawton.
Crows beat Hawthorn in that game by 86 or whatever it was, but they went on to win the flag, Hawthorn as well.
They won about 6 of the last 7 or 5 of the last 7 before that, I think. So they were the dominant team. Back in the ruck. Lawton goes at it, so too does Thorne.
Tackle.
Great tackle applied. Sarah Allen's shown a bit today, the 19-year-old. Plays for Salisbury in the local women's league.
Ruckman, Sauce, they tend to stand off a little bit, even in the throw-ups, and jump at it.
Yeah, it is. I think it's a bit of a changing landscape, Rory. I think there's, we see a lot more athletes. Some of the ruckmen that come into the game here, even in the women's comp, you can see they're really, really good athletes. So maybe it's going to change in the future, but hopefully not in my time.
Mules, a good handball to Randall, who just hats it, and out in front, taking the mark is Sarah Perkins.
I reckon we should call her Tex. Tex Perkins.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's great.
We can have 2 Crows as Tex, can't we?
I don't want another one. One's enough.
Such a great story. We've spoken about it throughout the coverage. Overlooked in the draft, eventually taken by the Crows. They threw her a lifeline as a free agent, and here she is, lining it up. Tex Perkins turning it off.
Got a beautiful kick on her, Sarah. That she's kicked that from 40, 45 metres. So some of the skills today have been really impressive in probably trying conditions at times with a bit of rain around.
Yeah, she's been a good target, real good focal point. So she's lost 40 kilos to play. That's a massive effort.
So it's been a long, tough road for Sarah Perkins, but a moment for her to remember forever. Third leading goal kicker in the VFL Women's behind Mo Hope and Katie Brennan last year, playing for the Eastern Devils. Anderson having a bit of a jog off half-back, pokes it over the top to Georgia Bevan. Gonna make her teammates work for it. Mules with the tackle, wearing the famous number 23. And it'll be thrown up here. Half forward for Adelaide. Bourne flies at it, can't get any contact on the footy. At the Dunn. Big fly from behind from Van Hagen and over the boundary line, and plenty of players out there sucking in the oxygen at the moment. It's been a huge build-up, and with 5 minutes left in this match, they are really pushing their bodies to the limit.
Still very human. Don't forget, when the boys play in the pre-season comp, they cramp up, they get tired, they get sore, the skills aren't great, so don't be too harsh on the girls here today. They've been fantastic.
So umpire's blown his whistle. It's coming back to the eastern wing.
Something corky there.
Yeah, Ella Ross, a little ginger. Another one of the Canberra players for the Giants. They've got a really tough draw, the Giants, as well. They've got Carlton next week, but they have to travel a lot. They play 3 home games over the 7 weeks. 2 are at Blacktown, but one of those home games is at Manuka in Canberra as well. So coach says they need to get their head around that mentally and just say that they're going to be road warriors in a sense. It really is a tough draw for them.
No, it's good to be on the road when you're a new side as well, to spend more time with your team and get out and have a bit of fun and trying to get a win away from home. Not a too big a disadvantage, I wouldn't have thought.
And let's not forget, I guess with this, what's so impressive about the Crows win today, guys, is that half their team are from Northern Territory. So they train separately, and they've only been together twice for a trial game up in Darwin a couple of weeks ago, and just before Christmas for a camp. That's the only time they've been able to get together.
They had 2,500 to the trial game up in Darwin as well, so yeah, certainly keen up there.
I think they've had a pretty established, women's sort of program up in Darwin for a little while now, so it's great to see them be a part of women's footy.
Mules does really well to keep it in play. Holmes as well, and eventually over the boundary line. It's Talia Radden. So Crows leading it by 37 points. Both teams would dearly love a goal late. Bursting through for the Giants is Wallet.
Dangerous kicking back to the corridor there. I think if you want to kick it out of defence, you want to make sure you turn and kick it wide to the boundary, so don't let the opposition have a shot on goal.
Rainey straight down the ground. Well done, yeah, great punch by Barr, the #1 draft pick. Lawton. And it'll be a free to the Crows against Lawton.
Tex is on.
I think you might have started something, Mark Rashudo. I just get the feeling. Here's Tex. Oh, dancing around, showing the real Tex how to do it. To half forward, and the kick was picked off by Collier well. Collier plays on quickly. Goes up looking for Wallet. Just coming on the ground, was it? And bursting her way through is Dana Cox. A bouncing ball, and it won't be picked up in time by Mules.
Saw the puppy.
Twinkle toes.
Oh, yeah.
So the rain still lightly falling here at Thebarton Oval. Plenty of brollies still up, but these fans aren't going anywhere. Bursting through is Holmes. She senses maybe a late goal, but it's Tompkins. Takes the ball, kicks long, out in front of Cramey. And still pushing herself, and then, well, there's a little bit of niggle here. And a big smile on the face of Phoebe Williams.
Get into it, girls.
A little bit of push and shove. Few frustrations bubbling out. Oh, going high over the top there for the Giants.
Someone's down.
It might be Dalpos. That was almost a tunnelling incident, and she looks really hurt here at the moment. definitely a little winded.
Oh, that's no free kick for mine.
I think Holmes just sort of recognised the ball was going to go over her head
Yeah.
there and just turned around. I don't think there's
That was just
anything in that.
mistimed jump that went wrong.
We've seen today there's six players on the interchange today, and I've noticed Beck Goddard in the last 5 or 10 minutes really rotating her players through.
So it's Alex Williams, sorry about that, Sam, but Alex Williams, who's badly winded herself, but great to see her up on her feet narrowly. If you're down there still, she looks to be okay.
Sorry, Kel, yeah, just in the rain with a few logistical errors here, but yeah, she looks to be okay at the moment. Great news that she managed to get to her feet. I think more winded rather than anything, so the doctors are just looking at her now.
So a few sore players out there. Final minute, Courtney Cramey still going hard and strong. They'd love a goal here, the Crows, just to finish it off. Sarah Allen has battled hard all day.
Tell you what, there's more niggle out here now with less than a minute to go. And
Why
the
is
game
that?
doesn't. I don't know. That's fantastic. I mean, both coaches obviously said they wanted to win the last quarter and have a real crack. Well, they are playing it right out to the final sirens.
The crowd's involved as well.
And the beast is in the ruck.
I think by the end of the game, they'll all have nicknames, thanks to you, Roo. Beast handballing it back to Cox. And then Cox applies the tackle. And they are fired up here. There is a bit of feeling and a bit of niggle as we count down the final seconds. Thrown up, and Beast gets it down to Dana Cox. And a slice of history for the Adelaide Crows. A win at home to open their campaign. And they send a statement to the rest of the competition.
Well, it's a great feeling. You've trained all summer. This is all new. There's so much hype, so much media around. Have a look at all the girls. They are absolutely stoked. They've come out and won their first game. GWS as well. They'll be happy with the effort. They'll be disappointed with the score, but great afternoon.
So the opening weekend of AFL Women's continues to ride a wave of emotion, and they celebrate a 6-goal win over the GWS Giants. 7-6-48 to the